Welcome to another moment of Torah Mitzion. We find that in the Midrash, in Chazal Maseres of Torah, we find Rashi connected to Genesis. The Onkelos says, the Targum, the translation of Onkelos, that Yosef was very wise. Bar Chaki Hule. All that was learned by Shem and Ever were given over to Yosef and Tzaddik. We say to L'choira, why did Yaakov Dafka choose to teach the Torah Shem and Ever to Yosef, his son, from all the other sons? It's explained that all the studies of Yaakov Avinu by Shem and Ever, they were in order to prepare himself so that he would not learn the deeds of Lavan, the Aramaic, his father-in-law. Therefore, we say that Yaakov saw with Ruach HaKodesh that the end of Yosef was to dwell by Ashes Potiphar's wife. Therefore, he went, preceded, and learned and taught the Torah of Shem and Ever. This is the Torah that has buried in it the koyach to withstand all tests and trials, in order that Yosef should have the koyach of Torah, the power and potential of the Torah, in order to be saved and rescued from the wife of Potiphar. Thank you for listening. Be well. Welcome to another moment of Torah Mitzion. We find Sefer Emes to Yaakov. There are two types of two inyanim of Torah. Yesh Torah she Torah ha'avos. There is a Torah of the avos. Yesh Torah she Torah Shem ve'ever. There is a Torah of Shem ve'ever. Torah ha'avos, ha-Torah she Yaakov lama v'beis Avida is a Torah that Yaakov learned in the house of his father. But in order lehis maidish shani rabbis im inshe de lo male kamo lavan arami ulava bekunesiyanis sheshanim elu bebechitasa shalava yavioi alav zetzari lemodes Torah Shem ve'ever. But in order for the many years of being with low-grade characters like Lavan the Aramaic, we have to withstand many tests for all those years by Lavan. And for this, we need to learn the Torah Shem ve'ever, Shehim chayu v'tekufas dora mavu v'dora v'laga, that they were strong in the time period of the flood and the generation of the separation of the dispersal. V'yeshivasam haisa hatzala lekom yishalamin ba'av oisa dakufa. And learning and sitting with Shem ve'ever would be a rescue for all those that learned this Torah in that time. Therefore, Yaakov Avinu, he set out to learn 14 years by Ever, in order that the Torah Shem ve'ever would be for him as a help and as strength in those difficult days and many tests. So too we find with Yosef, as it says, by him and Yisrael loved Yosef from all the other sons, because he was a ben zekunim to Yaakov his father. Rashi and Onkelos explained, Davar Chakim Hule, Yosef had more wisdom than all the other brothers and sons combined. All that was taught to Yaakov of the Torah Shem ve'ever were given over to Yosef and Tzaddik. Hainu, that Yaakov saw with Ruach HaKodesh that Yosef would withstand in the future many tests and difficult and bitter challenges. Therefore, Savar Shedafka Yosef Zakru Torah Shem ve'ever. Therefore, he thought logically, we should have the Torah Shem ve'ever visit Yosef and Tzaddik. Therefore, Yaakov by himself he taught the Torah, that even though he had Torah Ha'avos, he taught also the Torah Shem ve'ever to Yosef and Tzaddik. Ha'aver levanu Yosef Gedesha Gahu Yispo Zoi Leto Gufo. It passed over to his son Yosef in order that he should soak up like a sponge this Torah in the midst of his body, so that he should be able to withstand many difficult days of challenges. And the brothers were jealous because Shisavru ki Yaakov shaladu Torah ha'avos. The brothers knew that Yaakov taught Torah ha'avos, and therefore maybe Yosef had learned more Torah ha'avos from Yaakov. But Kamash Malan, the extra time allotted to Yosef and Tzaddik from Yaakov Avinu was in order to receive the Torah Shem ve'ever, and everybody learned the Torah Sinai, the brothers included, the Torah Sinai Torah Avos. But because they thought that Yosef learned more, they were jealous of their brother and on their father who guarded the matter. Hainu aviv lo siper lehem, he Yaakov did not tell the sons, ki ma shulam adim Yosef zoi Torah Shem ve'ever. Yaakov Avinu did not tell the brothers that what Yosef was learning extra portions of were the Torah Shem and Ever, not only the Torah Ha'avos. Shebezeh kulam ke'echad shavim, in the Torah Ha'avos they're all equal and one. Kulam yiyu mekavei Torah Sinai. All of them would receive the Torah Sinai. Yashek koyech mamash. Welcome to another episode of Torah Sinai. I'm your host, Rabbi David Katz, Shlita HaKohen. Yosef was dwelling alone with Yaakov Avinu, which caused him to go up in wisdom, as he was alone with Yaakov his father. This allowed for Yaakov to give over the entire Torah to his son Yosef, that he had learning by the academy of Shem and Ever. For Yosef gathered information well. He made impressions on his learning, his views, and all forms of discipline in study. Yaakov then thought, I know that Yosef needs to go to Egypt before his brothers, and he would be the one to take the task to prepare the place for the coming of the children of Israel. And therefore he thought he would prepare him with the tafkid, that great mission. As it is known, the Torah of Shem and Ever will prepare you for the life of exile. And therefore, before Yaakov had left for the house of Lavan, he studied diligently in the Yeshiva Academy of Shem and Ever for 14 years in order to prepare himself for a life of exile and to not be ruined by the wicked Lavan. Thank you for listening. Be well and live long and prosper. Thank you.
There is to understand that the commentary that mentions the Torah of Shem and Ever is beautiful and well received, but it does not explain what is this, the Torah Ha'avot, and what is this, the Torah Shem ve'ever. And after all, it is one Torah for us? And if so, what is the uniqueness in the Torah Shem ve'Ever that it is so treasured to stand as given in every condition, and as Jacob himself learned it? As such, it was passed over this Torah to his son Joseph. Perhaps it is possible to explain it according to what was written and explained by the Beit Halevi. Why does it say at first in this parsha also Vayetze and also Vayelech, to go out and to go, in two different languages? And there is a place to say Jacob went out and left Beersheba for Haran. It is explained that there is a man that his main focus and intention is to go out, and it is not important to him where he goes. The ikr, the main thing, is to go out from a place which he feels. And there is a man that the ikr, the main intention, is to reach whatever place he has in mind. And this is the purpose for his travels. He has no further intention to go out from that place. He only goes because he desires to reach this place. But Jacob, our father, he had another reason to go out and to flee from his place because of the will of Esau, his brother, was to kill him. Also, there is a reason to reach Haran, to go out and to find a woman like the commandment of his father and his mother. And therefore, we say here in the verse, Jacob left Beersheba, and he went to Haran. And behold, by Jacob our father, there is an additional reason for his leaving and going out. That, behold, the reason in it was that the lives of the family of Isaac was surrounding him with idolatry, and in the midst of this home was Esau, and therefore it was a place to go out from. This is the exact reason why it was the purpose, the unique purpose, to reach the yeshiva Aver. And further, he left in order to find a good surrounding of Torah. And it was in the time of a bad and difficult time. Thus I heard, it was said in the name of the Sefer Gaon, that today we have these two reasons why a bacher in yeshiva needs to go to learn in yeshiva. The first is in order to be saved and rescued in a bad time. The second is in order to go up in levels of Torah. Therefore, there is a place to say that certainly this was not a unique Torah, nor is there another Torah in the yeshiva Shem and Aver, but it is a specific yeshiva. This that it is as compared to an ark of Noah in the generation of destruction, or a generation of idolatry. And in order to be saved and rescued and to remain a Ben Torah, one needs to be surrounded by the Torah. And this was the Torah of Shem and Aver, that it was taught in a time period of much bitterness and difficulty. And it was to save the generation. Anyone who learns the Torah in this type of yeshiva will absorb in his midst a Torah that will stand him erect on his legs and become very strong in it for many years, and also in a time period of destruction and of trial. And this was a unique quality of the yeshiva Shem ve'Aver. It is similar that in our times, a bar dot, someone who understands, for someone that does not find himself in yeshiva will find himself chasing after much destruction, and this destruction, it is said, is of the three cardinal sins: immorality, idolatry, and murder. And only a yeshiva of the Ark of Noah of the generation is a place of refuge away from the criminal activity and dangerous activity of the generation. And therefore, all who are able to find a yeshiva in a great amount of time will rescue himself and his soul, and he will grow to be a tremendous Torah scholar. And we have already said, the rabbis of blessed memory, he who increases yeshiva will increase in his wisdom. Thank you for listening. Well,